Hello dear traders, it's Petko Aleksandrov from EA Forex Academy, and in this video I will answer the most frequently asked questions that I have for the course Forex Trading Strategies from a Professional Trader plus top 5 robots, or this is the course where I'm including 5 strategies with the expert advisors for the Forex market. So the first question that I have very often is bars are not enough on my chart. Why is that? So simply when the students are placing the expert advisor on the chart, they see a message that there are not enough bars. So if you look at my chart, I will just demonstrate it to you. So for example, if you have the dollar yen strategy, and if I drag the expert advisor over it and I click on OK, you will see this message loading data for dollar yen on M1, dollar yen on M30 and dollar yen on H1. So if you follow the course, you will see that the strategies for the dollar yen, the pound dollar and the euro dollar, they follow the higher time frames on M30 and H1. And there is some number of minimum bars, or it could be a message that bars are not enough. So what you need to do is simply to open these time frames as M30 and H1, and as well you can press the home key in order to force MetaTrader to load more bars for you, and you need to do this for H1 chart. So if I go back now to M1 and I drag this expert advisor over it, you will see that it will be working just fine. Of course, I need to make the auto trading enabled, so I will have the smiley face. So one more time, I drag it over the chart and I will have the smiley face, which means that there are enough bars on M1, on M30 and on H1. So just make sure to open the M30 and H1 chart before you drag the expert advisor to the M1 chart. This way there will be enough bars on the higher time frames which the expert advisor is scanning as well before entering into the trade. The second question that I have: is the course suitable for beginner traders? Absolutely, it's a course that is suitable for advanced traders and for beginner traders. This is just because I explain in details each strategy, how you can trade it manually and how you can trade it with expert advisors. So even you are a beginner trader, you can use the expert advisors, place them on the chart just the way I show, and you can do trading. The third question: MA crossover indicator in MetaTrader. Well, the MA crossover is an indicator that is not available with the custom indicators in MetaTrader. Just in the course I'm using different platform, but you can have the very same effect. So if you look one more time to the chart, and actually this expert advisor that I just have placed open trade. So if I want to place moving average crossover, for example, this is the indicator that is inside this expert advisor, and if I go to expert advisor properties, you will see what are the current inputs that I'm using. MA crossover, I'm having 2 and 8. Okay, so how you do that on MetaTrader? Very easy. You just insert indicators and you go to trend and you go to moving average. So if I put one moving average period of 2, and if I place one more with period of 8, I will have the very same effect like the moving average crossover. So if I just zoom, you will see that I'm having the 2 moving averages and they cross. And this is the very same thing as having a moving average crossover indicator. The next question that I frequently receive is why the PDF files are different with the values shown in the course. Well, the PDF files is where I update the course and where I actually update the values of each indicator. So whenever I do update the expert advisors and the strategies according to the recent market conditions, I place the new values inside these PDF files. So when you enroll into the course, you need to look at the PDF files and the parameters of the indicators for each strategy and use this one, because these ones are the ones that are working for the current market conditions. So if I open any of the PDF files, for example for the euro dollar, you will see that some of the values are underlined. This one for the stop loss and the take profit, and the one for the Bollinger Band. So this means that the values were changed from the last update. So whenever you see underlined values, it means you need to change the indicators value and the parameters value according to the most recent update in the course. The next question that I receive is, do I need to place the expert advisor on 3 different time frames for the strategies euro dollar, pound dollar and dollar yen? Well, we place it only on M1, and the expert advisor is scanning M30 and H1 for confirmation, but you don't need to place it on a different chart on M30 and H1, because if you do that, it will start working on these time frames. So make sure you place it only on M1 chart, and if you open the M30 and H1 just one time, so it will load the bars there, that is just enough. So we place it only on one chart on M1, and the expert advisor is scanning the M30 and the H1. Now the next question is why I cannot optimize the EAs with EA Studio. With EA Studio, the traders can optimize only the strategy for GBP yen. The other 4 are possible to be optimized with Forex Strategy Builder Professional, and I show that at the end of the course. The next question, should I exit the trades before red hot news? Well, that's a personal choice. Personally, I prefer to exit 1 hour before the red hot economic news, or even if this is NFP or rate decision, I prefer to exit 2 hours before the news, and after that 1 hour or 2 hours when the volatility is back to normal, I place the expert advisors again over the charts. The 8th question is which MACD to use in MetaTrader. In MetaTrader, if I go to insert indicators, custom, and I choose the moving average convergence divergence indicator, you will see it below the chart. And this is the very same MACD as the one I show into the course, but instead of second line, there are the bars here. And there in the course, you will see that there are 2 lines MACD and bars below. So it is the very same thing, it's the very same formula always with the moving average convergence divergence or the MACD, and it really doesn't matter which one you will be using. But keep in mind that if you are trading with the expert advisors, you don't need to place the moving average convergence divergence over the chart or any of the indicators. The indicators are inside the code of the expert advisors, so even you keep a clean chart, an empty chart without any indicators, it will still work fine. Now the next question is what will happen if I close a trade manually by mistake. So if I go to the open trade that I had with the dollar yen just a few minutes ago, and if I close this trade by mistake, what will happen? Basically you will be out of the trade, and if you place back the expert advisor over the chart, it will continue working, right? And it will open new trade when the new entry conditions are met. So the only thing that will happen is that you will mess a little bit the statistic of the expert advisor, but this is just fine. It happens from time to time, so don't worry, it will not be a huge mistake. The last question is, do the EAs work only when I'm in front of the computer? Well, the expert advisors work when they are connected to the server. So when they are on the MetaTrader and the MetaTrader is connected to the server of the broker. So when you're online, when you're connected to the internet, you don't need to stay in front of the computer, obviously, and this is the idea of trading expert advisors, that you can leave them trading, but make sure not to close your computer, because this way you will turn it off, you will make it sleep, and you will disconnect it from the server of your broker. So with simple words, the expert advisors work only when you are connected to the server of the broker, and it should be green down here in the right corner. If it is red, it means you are not connected to the server, and obviously no trading will be done with the expert advisors. Alright guys, so these are the 10 most frequently asked questions that I receive for the course Forex Trading Strategies from a Professional Trader plus top 5 robots. And if you have more questions, of course, don't hesitate to ask me. It will be a pleasure for me to answer you. Have a great day. Cheers.